the Mongolians didn't stop at Babylon. They went all the way through into places like Hungary and the Slavic states, and they were fascinating because from their point of view, they couldn't carry much back with them because they were horsemen, but they could take over and rule, and they could create a completely diverse new society. And if you look at some of those statues in the likes of Budapest and what have you, they are very Mongol-looking kings and lords, and it had a very much, and they were very successful. They were almost like immigrants into the area. They basically took over everything. They owned everything, they took over it, and they integrated into the population, and they sowed their seed into that generation. Slavs have a very long face and beautiful. Women are beautiful, got long jaws. But you've got to bear in mind, what do they have above all? They had a weapon that other people didn't have, and it was called a bow and arrow. But it wasn't any old form of bow and arrow. They were incredibly fast warriors that used a recurved bow. We now have recurved bows. Instead of a long bow which is up and around, they had a recurved bow which went like that. And the recurved bow was small. They could literally ride with the side down the side of their horse for protection and shoot their arrows sideways on. It's very, very interesting. I'll tell you some stories about longbows and archery in the next series. But this is what the Mongolians did. They were very successful warriors, and they had a weapon that was 1% better than everybody else's. It's like the rifle versus the musket. If you have a weapon of war that's 1% better than the opposition, you will win. And that's beginning to see now what drone warfare is doing in Ukraine against Russia. They are having dramatic effects. Anyway, war is now about drones.